What's up, y'all? Welcome to my next episode on Sterling on Cinemas. That's Cinemas with an S, and today I'll be giving you my review on Tenet. It is that time in the Christopher Nolan series where I give you my review on Tenet. Before I begin, if you are new to this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on the section below. Most importantly, watch. And the same thing goes for if you're on Instagram. Follow, like, share, comment on the section below, and watch. Especially watch this one. This is one of those reviews where it's going to have a lot of interesting creativities to it, like some of my reviews. Now, most of my reviews are not editing. It is just straight up raw creativity. But this one will have some straight up trippy visuals or trippy reversals at the end of this review. So let's get into it. So, armed with only one word, Tenet, and fighting for the survival of the entire world, a protagonist who is so unnamed journeys through a twilight world of international espionage on a mission that will unfold into something beyond real time. So, here's my take on the story. The story of Tenet is one of those Christopher Nolan movies where a lot of things go over your head, but it takes an extra set of eyes and an extra set of ears to see beyond our time and understand theirs. Because see, to be honest, I literally had to watch this movie in the theater twice. Like, I watched this movie in the theater yesterday to not only see what I missed, but to understand it fully. Now, aside from the overall narrative, Tenet happens to be reminiscent of the way some scenes from other Nolan movies were crafted, like The Dark Knight and Inception. Now, Tenet, by definition, is a principle. A principle or a belief, especially one of the main principles of a religion or a philosophy. And the philosophy here is time. Now, unlike Inception, Tenet mostly explains the tenet of time differently from how Inception explains their concepts of dreams and reality. We saw in Inception how Christopher Nolan manages to keep the explanation comprehensive through verbals and visuals at the same time. In Tenet, they briefly explain how this concept of time works and how it is different from the average time-traveling adventures. According to Eric Voss, because that man is awesome, of Eric Voss and New Rock Stars, he will give you a breakdown on anything that you've getting hyped for the minute you watch the trailer. And he stated, the time travel of Tenet is not an instantaneous jump to the past. It is time inversion, where time intertwines. You have to continue to live and age in real time while the world reverses around you until you get back to your return point. He is saying that instead of going into the past and creating alternate timelines like Back to the Future or Avengers Endgame, you are pretty much intertwined with the same timeline, but you are either going forwards or backwards. So, here's my take on the characters. The characters in the movie just felt like each of the characters in Inception, how they factor into the plot of the film and the concept that is being presented to the audiences. For example, it seems like a couple of moments in the film are just regular and smooth moments in the timeline when everything that happened has always happened. So technically, when the protagonist, the unnamed protagonist, went forward in time with the mysterious inverted figure at the Oslo airport, the other guy was going backwards. We would see this again later to show the audience that it is the same turn of events, but in a different direction, in a different perspective, to give them an idea on how inversion exactly works. The same thing pretty much happens with everybody else in the Tenet organization. The choices are either forwards or backwards again. It's like if you're wearing red, you're going forwards. If you're wearing blue, you're going back. Eric Voss also stated, because like I said, he's awesome. He'll break down anything. He will cut so deep to make a light bulb go off in your head that you never thought would turn on. So he stated that we see the same events play out with the heist and everything, but from the personal timelines of the other characters. As we see each of their timelines unveiled to us, it helps to tie up loose ends from any of the previous timelines before that. You know what I'm saying? For instance, Robert Pattinson's character Neil appears as somebody who works with the main protagonist, but as we see certain truths get unfolded, we learn that Neil is Kat's son, Max, grown up in the future, and Kat is Elizabeth Debicki's character, the woman that is married to Sator, Kenneth Branagh's character. Or how Kat becomes the mystery person who dives into the ocean that her younger version sees, that we were wondering who that was earlier. Like I said, Eric Boss he's awesome. Rotten Tomatoes gives Tenet a 71% score. Tenet is not the best Christopher Nolan movie, obviously, but it is certainly the most complex of the complex of his collection, and trippy in every sense of the word, with a more natural and straightforward take on time travel that they can just call inversion, and how loose ends naturally tie up with the unfolding of different perspectives on what is going on. Tenet was too complex for even the biggest Nolan fan in the crowd, but that didn't stop me from enjoying the creativity that came only from the mind of Christopher Nolan himself. So I will give this movie 7.5 SOs out of 10. So that is my review on Tenet. You can let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. If you've seen it already, if not, you can go into the theaters and see it. It's pretty great. I'll see you guys tomorrow with my next video. Bye. Ives number one Mastagis. Ives is going we can be there on any sweet. Well, of course, I can have against Ives doing him at the Kenneth. No, we were up to that. Yes, so 7 half milk with us. He worms it we go out. Was met een wonderful cirkel. Ja, man viel op. Meer hier wist jij jongens never he but sit at the flower and the nave the Lord sig and the beer field mark moest to win it. No, you look it was with kept surfacing it off now you ja, the other hands net so laat. En de surf oh, sis niet get that. Well, first naast no. Yes, there will fierce snores and no with the well, let's net see wet. He first This guy looks if let's go market, so met die in de city, he'll see that. He will the Lord of the 7 9 in it. Rooks, this no university in it, sweet so them is her. So great, yes, I got. Feeler, so well, here no where we went. See, server, not your head, and this show other snits, I do serve your sim, there is sim, but the back of back, I hope. It breaks an arm, and it roast us, we steer him in it. At the moment, there's no exit the facility action. There's sweet on the pan or scam. Now it's exit lane and their loop. It off not a solution. Us, he was at up. Sending gas dark me and the looks girl walking on my sister. Lane breaks the staff about snits near. Yes, man. Add off of now, master save here with the in it, refnet, so by us, that's why. That's why. That's why if there's now master, it was easy was that. Regular, there's now a mouthful of syrup and rough up, and the red and sea, the way helps never miss it. Yes, you. And it's was. Oh, and rest no. Oh, the friend who's there, and you follow Bob Bella, Emmett, we Emmett, he's no stuff, we can't be denied their way. The saucy, yes, I got the kid, so sauce all great. Have me all good, well, Mary, they're off, no good, there, Mary, we tells it. Yeah, just no cabins, no off, and here's a source. And she has to go in this, and so you know, there was no pass, no meter, yes. Sir, we guys in the sheriff, why, lay down in the visions, with F certificate and discovers never than it, never nurse me as you know, a luscious pretty legs at least the week. No cab, no, it's a bag or late. They're all pray all side, 30th, for serious, but the mass, they're off, no. Syndicast, or man, syndicast, or but no. He'll get guessless. The past it was it. Snip at it. And get the red now, the master, this the mum bloom, snare the garbage, just got my for this the mum, full of a gals me sick. Full of maze girl. See all this did as your memes and at this knock on it, my for the house with the nearest cafe and la. And this best in this great, the sheet, gal, life, he woman, this is great. Great, and look at this down street. Was. No cab, snare up. You know what good he always do. Murphy of Mal Mass, yes, at the Mouse, the snake. Sell me the road. Agnes is never or street for the scabs now, master, and it's talking there. You're half of the snake, you know what, but that's Agnes, see. No, master, breeze, cabbage, we just, we was a server world without mask, or yet, and if it was, we yes, and the scabs. Now, the snake. Master, the sheriff, master, city. Zeg, dat is was. Zie je net niet aan zitten. Dat is vers master. Die net zie je. There's that's how we in him. Ja, ik wist het. In het nog niet meer bij ik weet. Zo het gaat in de software. Met de sauce in het. Ik heb software en niet ook. Zo snap ik in vers master. Zo bij het meer fris zit. Oh, this girl master. Wat best nacht zit bij een heel skill weer bit. In het. Naast yes, dat is zo schip met zo braaf. Dus nee, hier maakt de channel. Schijt iets dus je neemt de loon voor terug. Ah, het best in de asiel. Hier Smears, das nach Beziehung in Schwestern, oh, aber in der Fitmeasta, in das Beziehung skill som, in das Schwestern, ich kann Nein. Measta. Ich versalle von Ich versalle Frau, nicht der River, so bis nach ihm mit einem Wheelchefs, viele Frau. Oh, bis nach. Oh, bis nach das. In de zin van jouw binnenstand. Schwestern in Jan Praat, de geld is bankruptcy, boom, en onder dat maar. Sneeze, myself, wat dan de zin in mijn riebes te vechten in het. Weder en daar gooi. Maar vast aan. We love finish, en dat is de same out of we see one aan. Who's, ja, dat zei, pretty, dan je booms het zou wat ja. Zelf straight, dan je booms het, nou, wat dat heel dan, nou ja, zijn nou je bezig. Zei, net zo aan de masker, nou je bezig. Sorry, but that's just getting this out, but that's just getting this instant up there. Here you go, sing it for Allah. Her up, she will belong to circle, so then over the next day, you're also not guess down to us. Yeah, so you're now you. It must go off now, wet in the ship, man. I need to set on shattering it, but Laura well house that we're seeing her. Yeah, not us, so send the gas, Laura West need little valve, sit up me out. Yes. Well, we know what the wrong was. It was net was. Weaver, sit beneath that. So server weavers, so she weavers, Spiders. Must I hope no said the best air car. Spiders, sister in it, and there's weaver around some lines, weaver around my scale, Louis, see the best air. Interesting. But all the back excerpts, weavers, I don't know, just how we the steps, how many. Well, I'm discussing on the Mac. Fresh, yeah, well, off one. America sitting on her, there, so I get messing this out. Either off the sum, well, I'm discussing on the Machiavelli. America's was fresh, yeah, loose, big before going to visit the new week, give out for. Dennis, no, we go. Serious and wonderful circle in the mass, that's it, Dennis, no, we give out, yeah, this is the sand, and some of the says, some of the song, or son, or Sebastian, never snick a while, you must